What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you guys are last but not least in the zodiac lineup this week. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. This is literally your third reading for the week. We have two more to go. So hopefully you are enjoying your energy wave as we go through the week. All right. So we're going to start off with one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle here for you Pisces, if I can get it. Okay. And we will flip to the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what your final outcome is. Okay. So right now, presently, you have the Princess of Cups. You have the Hierophant and the Hermit. Okay. So, in your future energy. All right. So, let's see what's popping with you, Pisces, in this Princess of Cups energy, okay, presently. Um, kind of this vibe that I'm feeling is of inner workings with you presently as you see the moon right above her head here and a little something above the crown chakra, if you will, okay, with a cup in her hand, okay. So I feel like there's this focus on you, some inner love, some inner workings, okay. And I think that was something that we touched on a little bit when you guys got the energy shout out the week before my vacation, okay. And so I feel like you're loving on yourself right now a little bit, trying to compliment yourself, okay. So let's keep it moving with the Hierophant here in the middle for your past energy, okay. um, I feel like with this Hierophant being here, you were kind of in your thoughts a little bit, possibly due to others around you, kind of just trying to understand or figure out things, okay, trying to become a little bit more, I don't want to say the word judgmental, Pisces, for you, but maybe you were feeling people were being judgmental towards you, not so much you towards people. Okay, and so there were things, or are things that some people don't know about you, or there's some things that you know about other people. And in the past, in your past energy, um, knowing all of these things kind of results in a lot of back and forth retorting to other people, I feel. Okay. Um, Such as people pointing out things about you, and then you're taking those things that you know about them and kind of putting it back in their face. So I have this feeling of like a tit for tat type of vibe, okay, in your past energy. But we'll see how the cards play out when we do the clarifiers. Next, we have the Hermit in the future energy. Okay. So I feel like with this Hermit card in the Mystic Mondays, it's like she's looking towards a possibly a mirror or a window. Okay. Or moving towards one. But the Hermit card talks about just kind of retreating a bit. Okay. To be by yourself as her back is turned here, okay, and that is in a future placement, okay. And so it could be a timeout for yourself pending in the future, as far as getting away from certain people, places, and things, okay. Hermit energy is Virgo energy. You don't have to be dealing with a Virgo, but you could have that in your chart possibly, okay. So with that being said, let's flip over, and we have the Princess of Wands as your final outcome. Okay, Princess of Wands or Page of Wands in the Mystic Mondays deck. You'll be more so, hopefully, in a playful energy once you take this time out. Okay, and kind of this whole energy in this spread feels like a reset for you, Pisces, as far as getting back to your playful self. Okay, possibly doing some inner child work, sacral chakra work, things of that nature. Okay, and so just kind of lightening your mood and your perspective on things around you. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your clarifiers with the Muse. Okay, doing one from the top for Princess of Cups, one from the bottom for the Hierophant, and one energetically from the middle for the Hermit. And then we will flip over to the bottom of the deck to clarify the Princess of Wands to see what your overall outcome is. Okay, so we have the Six of Emotions, we have the Three of Voices, and we have the Hierophant again. Okay, between you and Scorpio, I believe, have both had the Hierophant come up twice in your reading. Okay, and I think that happened it happened in their heart's desire as well. Okay, so you could have some Scorpio energy around you or in your chart. Okay, so let's start with your present energy here with the Princess of Cups, if I can get it here, and then the Six of Emotions, which is Six of Cups. Okay, like I said, some inner child work going on. As you see in that Six of Emotions, there's like a child right here, as she's holding, like, it looks like a tire of some sort. Okay, so also with the Six of Cups in normal tarot, we're talking about two people are usually sharing something. Usually it looks like, when I think about it, it's like someone older sharing something with someone younger. Okay, and it could be that inner child work. Okay, that I was just talking about. Okay, nurturing your inner child, nurturing yourself. Okay, presently being able to laugh at yourself, and being able to laugh at the mistakes that you may have made in the past. Okay, which we'll get to in a minute with your past energy here. Okay, but really just being able to accept those things and look at how you've grown. Okay, it's okay to be a grown up and have your responsibilities and things of that nature, but are you able to enjoy or have a small bit of innocence still about yourself as you did when you were a child? Okay, and so those innocent moments, such as laughing at the goofiest of things. Like for myself, I have a warped sense of humor. The littlest, goofiest thing makes me laugh. Okay, for example, watching a funny movie or things of that nature. Like I love Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. That's one of my favorite movies as a kid. And so to this day, if I just, feel like I'm sad, or I think this was like a couple of months ago, I saw it come on TV, and it was literally a back to back of the first and the second one. And I watched both of them and I cracked up laughing the whole time, just as much as I did when I was a kid. Okay, and so I feel like that is where you are presently, where you go back to those things that made you feel very joyful as a child, and it just opens up that solar plexus sacral chakra placement to bring you back to that form of innocence because you've been taking things very personally or seriously. And so it's now time for you to lighten up and love not just yourself as a whole, but love your inner child again. Okay? So, with that being said, let's move on to your past placement energy. We have the Hierophant being clarified by the Three of Voices. Three of Voices is actually the Three of Swords in this deck, which also popped up in Scorpio's reading in their overall outcome in the Mystic Mondays. Okay, and so again, your if you want to say your sister sign or brotherly sign of Scorpio, okay, get in where you fit in. Being in your head a lot, and like I said, taking things very personally, okay, leaving you in your head with this Three of Swords. Things have been said to you, or maybe you've taken things out of context and overthought a lot of things with this Hierophant card and thinking that people are a certain way when they're not. And it's something that occurred in your past energy. This is past energy here. Okay. And like I said, where you are presently, you've gotten over that presently and just giving yourself some healing from the past. Okay, and so I can't remember who it was, but I feel like we touched on it, and it could have been touched on in some of your readings, Pisces. But basically, just people, or at the beginning of your reading, basically people, like I said, going back and forth of, maybe picking on you, things of that nature, and certain things about them, and it's like a tit for tat type thing, or it's had you in your head the things that people have said about you that have kind of bruised your inner child, okay, and has made you go back with this Hierophant, made you go back to your past, or in your past energy, you were pretty much revisiting those childhood memories of, certain attributes that you have that were caused from some trauma in your childhood, or things of that nature. If not your childhood, maybe later on in adulthood, certain things that people don't know about you are really where your insecurity lies, okay, for some of you. And so in the past, that has been a lot of overthinking, a lot of insecurities, a lot of hurt, a lot of trauma, things of that nature. And so now, or not now, but in the past, that was really clouding your judgment of people around you, okay? So, and it could be some residual for some of you, Pisces. Thus the reason why this Hermit card is here as far as your future placement, okay? And with this present energy of loving on yourself and your inner child, you're being very mindful of who you share with, okay? Talking with or confronting your inner child so that way you can heal with this Princess of Cups and start loving on yourself a little bit more. Maybe becoming a little bit more secure within who you are, from your inner child to your adult self, okay? So with future energy here, we have the Hermit with the Hierophant yet again, okay? You think better alone, Pisces. For some reason, that is something that, most of us should do, okay? At times, if you need, a unbiased opinion or safe space, as I've said before on here, and I'm not sponsored for saying it, but definitely therapy is something to consider, or just some good self-help books, things of that nature, to kind of help you in your thought process, depending on what it is that you are mulling over, okay? As this Hierophant is here again, giving you the chance in your future energy to really decide what it is that you want, people that you want around you, things that you've let hinder you, just thinking to yourself to really hash out your thoughts, okay, as they could be really clouded in reference to being judgmental or taking things very personally. As, like I said, this Princess of Wands is here bringing back that playful side of yourself, okay? So you get back to you eventually, but it is very slow, gradual process, a very slow, gradual process. And so, but definitely with this Hierophant being here, you're definitely in your thoughts a lot. Okay. So I would like, I feel as though with water signs, they do think a lot. They do overthink, they do overanalyze, they do psychoanalyze a lot. And sometimes it's not necessary. And you do it with other people, but you should do it with yourself more than you do other people. Okay, so with that being said, we have at the bottom of the deck, wow, awakening. Okay, number 20 here, awakening. Okay, Pisces, you are on the verge of an awakening with the Princess of Wands being here. That's what's clarifying the Princess of Wands. Okay, you are going to be in a place of finally accepting who you are and embracing who you are as a person, and determined to not change for anyone. Okay, if you're going to change, you're going to change for yourself. Okay, and I normally don't look underneath, but the Death card is underneath the Princess of Wands, okay? And so I feel like there is a cycle that's going to end of you being maybe overly sensitive to other people's remarks. You know, don't take them personally. How can you take something personally from someone that doesn't even know you, okay? As well as you know yourself, okay? They don't know you personally, they only know of you, okay? So it's more so these observations of people who are really just associates, okay? You have to be able to categorize who is your associate and who is your friend. And that goes to say with not just people in your circle, but loved ones, things of that nature as well. Okay, only you know who you share your deepest, darkest fears and emotions with. Okay, and so your person doesn't do that to you. Okay, but there are people around you that have. Thus, the reason why you are in your head a lot with this Hierophant card showing up in your reading twice. Okay, so you definitely are, you know, thinking of things, maybe how to better yourself, how to maybe not how to, but looking at the people that you have around you. It's a firm awakening coming, okay, of something that needs to change, something that needs to end. Okay, you can still be you. Whoever is willing to accept you for your flaws, perfect or imperfect. We are not perfect at all. Everyone has a flaw. Everybody has something. Okay. And so pinpoint yours, but love them. Love your flaws. Love your imperfections. And whoever is around you will love them for who they are, not nitpicking you apart because of them. Okay. It's fine to laugh with yourself. It's fine if they're laughing with you, but if they're primarily laughing at you, then there's a little bit of a problem. Okay, and so don't try to go low like them. You know, be on a high vibration as much as possible, because usually people that nitpick on other people have their own insecurities, and they distract or deflect from their insecurities to pick on yours. Okay, so with that being said, let's go into the heart oracle here. And we'll shuffle 2 more times. And just take into consideration, Pisces, that people only do what you allow them to do, okay? So if they feel like you've been comfortable with them doing it for however long that they have, they feel like you're fine or immune to it. But they have to also take into consideration that sometimes that gets tiresome, okay? Especially if it's the same thing over and over again, okay? It gets kind of played out. So with that being said, we're cutting here, and then we're going to refer to the bottom of the deck to get your final decision or message here. Healing begins. I'm loving it. 6 showing up again with the 6 of emotions coming up, okay? Reevaluating, okay? Coming from behind the curtains, all right? As you see her here in the middle, see this green at the bottom, which is heart chakra, okay, which is talking about that healing, okay, that loving energy for yourself and those around you that are truly loving of you, who you are, and they don't want you to turn into a more, I'll say, evil version of yourself, if you will, as far as, you know, that darkness within you, okay, is diminishing, okay? Healing needs to begin or has begun, okay? And like I said, it's time to reflect and really decide on how you want to move forward. How are you going to get back to this 6 of Wands, you know, being yourself again, okay? So let's find where this is in the book. Let's see. Page 127 in the book here. Okay. And so we have your keywords are release, heal, assistance, and hope. Okay. And just so y'all know, solar plexus chakra is right up underneath there. Like I said, working on that inner child, which is in your sacral and solar plexus. Okay. Creativity, your joy, your happiness is all right there. Okay. Intertwined with each other. It says here the energies around you now are guiding you towards a better place concerning dealings of the heart. These energies bring new information, new ideas, and new people to you. They will assist you in evaluating your current situation and help you improve it. Even good situations can be made better. What are your hopes and dreams around relationships? Be comforted that you're being moved in their direction right now. Okay? This is a time of healing, a time to let go of past issues and move steadily forward. Better times are just around the corner. The letting go may include difficult relationships, the need to control, Pisces, the fear of being alone, or anything else that's causing stress and unhappiness. By releasing them, you free yourself to embrace the supportive energy around you. Allow it to carry you onward and let the healing begin. Okay? Sorry, I'm not trying to pick on you, Pisces, when I stopped and said that controlling people, okay? And you may not think you're trying to control people, okay? But manipulation is also a form of control as well, Pisces. I'm just saying, okay? Manipulating someone to do what you want them to do or what you think, with this Hierophant card, what you think they might do, okay? It does backfire on you, okay? So you need to release the need to control or manipulate things to work in your favor, okay? Things will flow the way that they are meant to flow without manipulation, okay? Only time that is possibly allowed is if you are trying to see who's for you and who's not. But it's just as simple as just asking, are you really for me or not? Not manipulating somebody unless you know they're a habitual liar and you want to really, put them on blast. That is, that's for another day. Okay. So, that being said, we're shuffling the power to surrender here, Pisces. One more shuffle, and then we'll cut and we'll refer to the bottom of the deck for your message. Okay. All right, let's cut here. And your message, Pisces, is surrender to rest and sleep. Okay, surrender to rest and sleep. Okay, you can be very surprised how much awakening you can possibly receive just by getting some rest. Okay, you've been rather busy. I know that was something that was hitting on your last reading before my vacation of you being really busy. Okay, so it says surrender to rest and sleep to prevent burnout. Slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so that is also a part of healing as well. Okay, is getting some much needed rest. Okay, you can quiet your mind down and lower this Hierophant double energy here by getting some sleep. Okay, not too many swords energy in your reading, which is good, just the Three of Voices, but it definitely was hindering you in your past. So this is just the universe telling you rest is definitely needed. Okay, so with that being said, Pisces, that is all that I have for you guys. Like I said, we have 2 more readings to do for you this week. I hope to see you then. Peace.